Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have the Battlefield Hardline Beta. That was just a cool little clip I got earlier today, and I had a whole lot of fun with that. When I hopped on the beta today, the first full day of the beta being out, I wanted to play some Conquest Large. I wanted to see how Conquest felt within the new Battlefield Hardline scheme of things, right? It's going to be a little bit different, of course. It's going to be different than what we had in Battlefield 4. It's going to be different than what we had in Battlefield 3, where of course have this cops and robbers feel to it. I wanted to see how everything was going to go down. Unfortunately, there were no Conquest Large servers that were actually populated. Everybody was playing Hotwire, the game mode you're seeing in this gameplay. And so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, I guess we're going to have to play it. I mean, I didn't really want to play it, but I wanted to play Conquest, but we'll try out this game mode. And I enjoyed the crap out of it. It was an awesome experience. So what is Hotwire? You guys may be wondering. So Hotwire itself is a game mode in Battlefield Hardline, which we've never seen in the Battlefield series before, where basically you need to control vehicles that are on the map. And it's kind of like Conquest in a way, but the objectives are moving vehicles moving at fast speeds all around the map. So the whole point of it. So you're seeing the gameplay right here. I'm driving around in the tanker truck right now. So basically what you need to do is you need to get inside one of these marked vehicles, and they're very clearly marked. They have A, B, C, D, you know, that kind of thing all over the vehicles, so you can tell which ones are the objective, which ones are just vehicles that you can use throughout the map. And you get inside one of those vehicles and you need to start driving. And once you actually get up to like a max speed, that's when you're actually controlling it. And when you control those vehicles, it drains tickets for the opposing team, similar to how Conquest is played in your more traditional Battlefields like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, right? It makes a whole lot of sense. It's a really fun game mode. I definitely think it's very fun. It's very fast paced. People are constantly moving around all the time. And if you're an engineer, or if you like the idea of playing as an engineer, I feel as though you're really going to love this game mode. Now, I started playing Battlefield in Battlefield Bad Company 2. That was my first experience within the Battlefield series, and the class I liked the most when I first started playing was Engineer, because I was no good at the game, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what objectives meant. MCOM stations, what are these? You know, I was having a whole lot of trouble understanding the game, but one thing I could do was play an Engineer. I was, for whatever reason, very good at marking things in Bad Company 2. I was very good at putting down landmines in the right spots where people couldn't see them. I was good at using, I think they had like a tracker pistol back in that game, where if you were able to hit like an enemy helicopter with this tracker pistol, that would make it so non-lock-on launchers like the RPG or stuff like that, or the SMAW, would be able to actually lock on to that piece of aircraft. So I was pretty good at that, and I really just kind of cut my teeth playing Battlefield by playing as an engineer, and playing in this game mode really kind of brought that back a little bit, is the fact that engineers can just blow up so many things. It's a whole lot of fun doing that. Whereas all the other classes, they still have their place. Recon still has its place, of course. The Assault class, which I think is called Enforcer now. Of course, the LMG players and the ammo, the support guys, they of course have their roles here too, but I just really enjoy playing Engineer when I'm playing this game mode. It's definitely a whole lot of fun. I'm really excited once again to continue playing and try playing Conquest Large. I want to see how that really fits. How does it feel within this new thing? Because I think one of the questions a lot of us have for Battlefield Hardline is, how is it going to compare to the prior Battlefield games? Battlefield is a beloved franchise played by millions every single year, right? It's like Call of Duty in that respect. People play this game every time it comes out. Every time there's a new Battlefield game, it's a big deal. People want to play, people want to enjoy it. And of course, they took a big risk this year. Of course, they took a big risk. They're changing it around. It's Battlefield Hardline. They're going with a cops and robbers theme, which at the same time, it's a good theme. It's not an awful theme. It's unlike a lot of things we see in games. You know, of course, you got the entire idea of cops and robbers, you know, good guys versus bad guys, and it allows you to go to different settings and do different things that the older Battlefield games wouldn't allow you to do. Like, for example, when you're playing on Dust Bowl, I love that map. Dust Bowl is basically, I don't even know where it's set, to be honest. It's got to be out there in California, somewhere out west, right? You're basically playing in America, like a small town in America. There's diners and stuff like that, and it's just really, really fun and enjoyable to see these settings. And of course, being in Los Angeles, downtown LA like that, it's really kind of cool to be able to see these different kinds of settings that we didn't really see in all the other Battlefield games. All the other settings were somewhere in Russia, somewhere in Asia, somewhere, like there's a lot of like Asian themed maps, like Chinese, I think it was. You could see certain settings with these older Battlefield games, but with this one, you get to see a lot more centralized American things, which is definitely a whole lot of fun. Of course, we've only seen 3 maps so far, and I'm excited to see exactly what it is we're actually going to be able to see with the maps and see with the game modes and see with the guns, because keep in mind, this is just a beta. That's all it is, right? There's only 3 game modes, there's only 3 maps in this beta right now, and so there's a lot of room for us to improve on this game. There's a lot of stuff that we haven't seen about it yet that, of course, we're going to be seeing when the game actually goes live, actually has its full launch, that kind of idea. So I'm excited to see that. But I was pleasantly surprised. I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised with the idea of Hotwire. I didn't think I'd like it very much. At first, I didn't really understand it a whole lot. It's like, okay, so we have to drive vehicles, and if you drive the vehicle, you win or something. I wasn't sure really how it went. After playing it and kind of understanding it a little bit more, it's actually very, very simple. It's a very simple game mode to pick up. You basically need to just go ahead and get the marked vehicles and drive them at a very fast speed throughout the map. And of course, the opposing team's going to be trying to kill you. They're going to be trying to blow you up. You're basically a moving objective in that respect, so people are, of course, going to be going after you all the time. So it's very intense, very, very fun. And of course, once again, if you're an engineer, it's definitely a whole lot of fun to play this game mode. And of course, you don't even need to necessarily be in the vehicles. There's only 5 or so vehicles on the map at any given time that actually give you points towards winning the match. So of course, everyone else is going to be running around there on the ground. It's a 16-on-16 game, and then you're trying to control different areas. Like you see a lot of times people try to control the bridges that the cars try and drive underneath, because if you're on top of that bridge, you have something like a rocket launcher or a thumper or anything like that, it's very easy to take out those opposing vehicles when they're trying to make their move to drive underneath that bridge, right? So of course, people try to control that, and of course, if you're not one of the people in the vehicles, you should be the person trying to control that area for your team, trying to help them out. It's definitely a whole lot of fun. It definitely has the same feel to Battlefield as the other Battlefield games, in that all the classes have their own specific roles, and we all kind of do our own specific things, and everybody's contributing to the team in one way or another. It's not really kind of a lone wolf thing. It's kind of like everybody's all working towards one common goal, and I definitely think that's a whole lot of fun. That was my first experience. Unfortunately, my first experience with the Battlefield Hardline Beta so far is actually cut short because I'm having some troubles with some YouTube videos over on my Let's Play channel, some copyright stuff. It's a big pain in the butt, but of course I had to cut that short. I want to play some more tomorrow, and I'm hoping I can actually get subscribers, you guys, in there off of Twitter. Now keep in mind I play on the Xbox One, and I'm not entirely positive whether or not we'll actually be able to get that open lobby going, and where I can invite you guys into my squad and stuff, just because of the simple fact that the Xbox One is awful in terms of the messaging system. Last time I held an open lobby, I wasn't even allowed to invite people. And then another time when I was able to invite people, of course, they couldn't accept my invite because they couldn't connect to me for whatever reason, which involves me fully restarting my Xbox, re-inviting the same people that were in, then trying to get them in there, and then people would leave, and it's like, it was just a big ordeal, real big mess. But I would like to see if I could get some subscribers in here, and we can go and play some Battlefield Hardline Beta and try that out, and see what it's like playing in a squad that's all really kind of trying to work together. You know, I think it will be a whole lot of fun, especially while playing Hotwire, because one of the things we did while playing Hotwire, which is me and random people in my squad, is when one of us got a vehicle, the other ones of us, we would grab like cop cars or muscle cars or something, and we would try and follow that person and kind of stick with them. So if people try to take him out, we're right there to help, you know, that kind of idea, trying to put a little bit of teamwork into it as well. It was a whole lot of fun. Definitely enjoying the beta so far. Of course, let me know in the comment section below how you guys are enjoying the Battlefield Hardline Beta. Once again, it's available on all platforms. You got PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. So chances are, if you own any kind of a gaming console, or if you're a gamer in general, you have access to this, unless of course you play exclusively on the Wii U or something like that. But chances are most people watching this video have access to this beta, and you guys are playing it. Let me know in the comment section below what are your opinions on it so far. I would definitely be interested to read about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.